Okay, so hello, welcome. Very late in the day to this one. It was brought to my attention. I haven't played GTA in a while, and it was brought to my attention recently that the Cayo Perico Heist had indeed been buffed or nerfed. Sorry. I thought something was a bit odd because my usual tactics weren't working, and I did a few heists. This is probably my most reliable thing I use to get a load of money very, very quickly. If you do the Elite Challenge on the Cayo Perico Heist, anything with Tequila and above and 2 cocaines, then you're guaranteed $1 million every time. So I'm going to have a quick run through of what the best prep is for a solo run Elite to get you $1 million every time. Now, it's $100,000 to set up. I think before it was 20 something. But it's return on investment tenfold if you get it right. I've always been heard that the payout for the extra targets isn't as much, but again, if you get 2 cocaine, it's absolutely fine. So just follow my lead. I'll show you what to do, how to do it, and when to do it, and what's the best tactic, in my opinion. Okay. This is just literally for money. If you want a challenge, you go ahead and fill your boots. Get yourself the big old plane and do a nighttime halo drop and see if you can go that way. But if you just want to use this as money spinning, grinding so to speak, then this is the way. Right. So you land at the airport. First thing you do, into this warehouse. You should know all this already, but check the 2 down and the 2 up. I have already done prep. I'm going back in just for recording, so I know this is a decent haul anyway. But there are various tactics you have to do when you're there. So, down and up, that's money, which is rubbish. On box, this of course will be moved, and you'll have to get the forklift if there's anything up. 2 more money, not interesting. The quickest route, there's the 2 best routes to get in is the Velum, the light aircraft, and the Longfin boat. Easiest to get. And the patrol boat is just a joke. I don't know why they even bothered. Right, so the best approach is truck and disguise. Now I know that there's a truck here, so obviously you prep everything. You want some clothing. There usually some here. There's usually some on this balcony up here. Nobody here during the heist, during prep, but there will be during the heist. If there's clothing, they'll be around here, and you need to cap the guy that's up here, as well as shooting the security camera that gets suddenly installed on that wall. In here, I think we've got 2 weed, haven't we? No, we've got money and a weed, which is boring. If you get the higher value prize, anything like ruby necklace above, you can probably do 1 cocaine and fill the rest up with weed. But ideally 2 weed every time, 2 cocaine every time. Sorry. Photo truck. So don't need that. I've already taken that photo. Fortunately, there's no clothes here, so we're still going to use this method. Still going to use a truck, but we need to find some clothing. Get this bike. Now this bike doesn't respawn if you get picked up and thrown off at the airport. This one doesn't respawn, but you can grab one of the cars which does respawn and follow this to the ship, the boat that's here, round this bottom part of the island, round that, which looks very rustic. This bike will respawn, so if you need another bike, just get a car, come here. It's best to use a bike because it's so nimble and versatile. Right, I'm not going to bother. Go along this because there's a camera. Keep your eye on that mini-map. Bottom left, that is vitally important for all aspects. Okay. Now, North Dock is a complete bust now. Do not, even if there's cocaine, even if there's, chocolate covered whatever, there is no point trying to get any of the booty here because you have to kill a guard and they will be found. The guards now, as I say, they've been buffed, and if you kill somebody in this warehouse here, which is containing money and weed again, if you kill somebody there, somebody comes along that road and they find the body. So you will not get the Elite Challenge. Criteria for elite, I believe, is less than 15 minutes, full bags, you don't get discovered. Right, so we're looking for clothing here because there's only one truck per heist, and we've already found the truck. It's either where I just was, one here, or let's go around this other side. See, it is, I'm looking just for the sake of looking, but it is pointless because you can't get anything here without it being discovered. Okay, just showing you the last hiding place. Boats. Right, there's also one usually around here. Not today, Zerg. I'm going to remind myself. There is another spot for clothing near the North Dock or near the airport, which is where we're going to go first when we actually get to do the heist. So I mind that camera again. Avoid the guards on the left and get back to the bike. Where did I put the bike? There's the bike. Okay, so if the truck and the clothing were at the airport, we would use the Velum approach, the light aircraft. It is not, so we're going to use the Longfin. That was incredible. Well done, me. Alright, let's get around before that guy in the lookout spots me. And I just drove straight into a bush. I hate those trees. That branch is just at the wrong angle. If you want to, you can get the extra treasure, but what I'm going to do is go to the small jetty. Is the whale there? The whale is not dead today. Jolly good. Right, drive along this pier. Not too fast, otherwise you will lose the bike. Okay, and just over the edge here, there is a change of clothing. So this pretty much solidifies the Longfin approach. So what we're going to do, we're going to get a Longfin. We're going to use South Dock entrance. We're going to come along there, get changed, get back in the boat, go to the airport and nick the truck. That's the plan. No, I don't want to take photos, thank you. Right, so hello, we're getting up. You couldn't walk up steps. My God, how pathetic are you? Okay, so as I say, North Dock is pretty much a bust now. Somebody's whistling. I thought it was Mecha Chameleon again. So North Dock is a bust apart from clothing or the truck. Right, so follow this route. We're going to cut across 2 lanes here, avoiding guards and avoiding vehicles and avoiding poxy trees. Okay, these are the 2 roads going down to the nightclub area or the beach party area. If you need another bike, there's usually a couple down there. You can just see them in the background. But as I say, there's the one that spawns quite close to the airport. Yeah, quite close to the airport where the boat is. Right. Now this is quite important. The guard has just moved. Oh, we're going to aim for this rock here and pop a wheelie before you get there. Jolly good. Try not to fall off, because if you fall down there with no bike, it's a very long walk. Well, from here, go to the middle of the, I call them paddy fields, but it's not paddy fields, but it's just what I call them for recognition's sake. So in the middle of here, there's another little hut on the way to the communication tower. And I've just hit that one tiny little twig that has knocked me off my bike. Okay, go a little bit north and over the top. Which way is north? Okay, south. There's a camera, so avoid that. Just happening. If there's 2 in here, fantastic. And what you can do, is that weed or is that money? That's money. Okay, guy on bike. What I tend to do is I go over there and I double snipe, because that 2 guys always standing side by side. But you're going to see what I mean by that a bit later on. Right, now we go to the communication tower. Watching out for vehicles and people, and junior kickstart all over again. Now, when you approach the communication tower, in the top of that circle, you'll see a little red dot. What that means is there's a guard just the other side of the substation hut, and that means the little cupboard with the electrics is up. If there's nobody there, it will be here or there. So we're going to go up, and I'm the wrong side of the ladder. Now, can you see? I've done a couple of heists. I've been climbing up this ladder, and I've been able to see Los Santos in the background. Rarely, not all the time, but sometimes it's just there, which I thought was an interesting fact. I think that's quite new as well, actually. What I'd actually like is for them to open up the island just for free roam, just so you can have a walk around, because the detail, I kind of feel sorry for the guys who put it together. The detail on this island is amazing, but most people won't take it, look into it. I don't actually need to go the right way up because I have already found my prize. So I'm going to log into the Sightseer app. Watch out for the panther. Back in the day, you could also check for gold, but we can't do gold anymore. So we've got ruby necklace. So this is tier 3. You've got panther, diamond, necklace, tequila, bearer bonds. If you get bearer bonds, just give up and start again. It's not worth it. Okay, let's jump off here and not die, because I've got a nasty habit of dying. Right, so I've done so we've got the prep, we know what we're going for, and we know it's going to be worth it if we can find 2 cocaine. Right, so now we're going to be heading north to about here. So let us go. Right, mind the picnic. Sorry, chaps. So we're just going to go down the middle of this little cul-de-sac of roads. Watching out for punches, trees and whatnot. Okay, so the only thing looking at is this hut here. Watch out, because there's a guard coming. And there is nothing of note. Nothing of wheat. So we have weed there. It's going to wait for this guard to go past. If there's a truck here, it will be right in front of me by those 2 windows. And there's a vehicle coming as well, so I'm just going to wait for that to pass. Gotta walk a bit faster. If there is a truck here, what that also means, excuse me, young man, is there will be a change of clothes. I think they synced them in so they're together. Okay, there's usually a crate of clothing here. So you can also do the Longfin, come in through that approach, get your clothes, come around the front, nick the truck and go from there. If you do have the cocaine in this hut, there will be 2 guards. You can either snipe them double from over there, or if they're further back, shoot them one at a time. They will not be discovered. So that's that one. Now we're going to go to the main dock, which is the final location for goodies. And because of cameras and whatnot, we've got to go round the top. So, watch out for trees, rocks, lumps, bumps. Oh my god, oh the irony. I just hate these bushes. Oh, I've been caught. It's the same guy who caught me at the island, just with the airport, just with a different hat. Oh, whatever. Where's the plane? The plane's not there. Oh look, the plane's there. You're a smuggler. Okay, so as I said earlier, there's no bike here, and the cars are too slow to be effective, and they're too wide to be effective. So we're going to go to where I said earlier. try not to kill myself in the process. Okay. There are things about grappling hooks, but if you use this method, well, I'll show you. I'll actually do the heist, and I'll show you. But anyway, so the bike, as I say, will always be there, and it'll always respawn. Let's just get back to where we were. Watch out for the guards. So I'm just going to do a fast run to get back to where we were. As I said, look out for that guy on the tower. Wait until his field of vision moves away from you. Okay, right. Oh, that was close. Okay, so we're more or less back to where we were. That's where we were just last before we got caught. Right, let's go back to the main dock. Watching out for rocks, trees, branches, and twigs that might trip you over. Okay, this main warehouse here is a good place to hide, and sometimes there is clothing. About here. None today. So, I have to watch out for this guard that is walking towards us, just above my head. And he's facing this way, but he's not facing this way. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Right, now. As I said, I know what because I've already prepped, I know what we've got, but just waiting for this one guard to go away. And there's another vehicle coming as well. Good job I spotted that. That's the same guy with the hat. Right, so we're going to go to this little hut here. And what we have here is 2 cocaine. Right, one last place to check. Which is in this hut over here. Now, if there is to be a truck found in this area, it will be here. There is no truck to be found here. We know where the truck is. Right, so there's 4 possible locations for the truck. That's another cocaine, but we can only take 2. And as there's 2 in the same spot, to save time for the elite challenge, we'll just use the same location. Send to Pavel. Right, so that's basically all the prep you need to do. So, truck locations are here. There's usually one down here in the north dock. There is one there in the main central area. And there's sometimes one here by the hut I'm in right now. Clothing is here. 2 locations at the airport, either down by where the guys have the drink or up on the balcony. Down here, there's 3 at the north dock. In front of this warehouse, in front of this warehouse, or at the end of this warehouse. There's sometimes some clothing. I've been discovered. Doesn't matter. That wasn't very nice. Okay, so as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, so clothing, There's definitely one. I think there might be some in this hut behind here. There's definitely one down here if the truck is here. I think there's clothing around here, but I can't remember. I've never picked any. There's sometimes some clothing by this search tower for some reason. At the main dock where we are, there's either some by this warehouse where I said, but sometimes there's some in this container. But it depends if the truck's there and if it's worth it. So maps are online. Just search for collectibles, Cayo Perico Heist. They're pretty accurate because this has been around for quite some time. Right, prep is done. Now let's get some work done so I can actually do the heist. Yuck. How's everybody doing in the heat? It's getting warmer again. Right, that's very sudden. Okay, so going to immediately turn left. Whoever Charlie is. Try not to kill the patrol boats, thank you very much. Very good. Alright, so I'm... Yeah, okay. Oh, dead whale. Those patrol boat drivers are pretty crap, actually. Right, come along. Right, so I've got the clears. Now we're going to go to the airport, as planned. Race, yeah. I want to go over here, and I want to come. No, I'm actually in the wrong place, but never mind. Doesn't matter because I'm in it. Jesus, Pavel, shut up. Right, so I'm just going to go down and get the boat. Might have made a bit of a boo-boo there, but as long as I get under the 15 minutes, I'll be fine. So we're just going straight for the truck. When I eventually get there. I have made loads of videos before. I just had a plethora. When the gold glitch was working, I did loads of videos on Cayo Perico. But they have changed it, which is why I think it's important. Because there's one idiot. Yeah, Jesus, Pavel, shut up. There's one guy who keeps saying, hey, this is the ultimate way to do Cayo Perico. And it's like one prep heist. That's not how it works. At all. Right, just going to go straight to the main dock, yes. Right. Fingers crossed he won't balls up like I did last time. Hola, que fuente! Whatever the hell that means. Right, so I have got... no roaming guards. This is interesting. Right, let's burn this. Middle of the day, there's a guard over there who is useless. And I have got nobody looking in this direction. Wow.
As my uncle would say, you kill the moose, you carry it home. You understand? Yes. The heavier the things you take, the slower you will be.
Lovely. Thanks very much. Right, onto the compound. Let's try to crash into things. Right, so we're not going to use the truck entrance.
Not far now.
We're going over here. Right, park the truck here, and we don't need that anymore. Just make sure you're out of line of sight. Pop, cap. Pop, cap. He has the pass. Let us get the pass. If he doesn't, you'll have to go round all the way around the compound. There's 2 other guys, but luckily this guy has what we need. Choose this. Here comes the comedy.
Good. Side gate. Entrance confirmed.
Okay, we're up to the first cage. Turn right here. Get your gun. There's a guard there.
Now, I believe you have been here before, so you don't need me to tell you what happens next. We go underground.
Alright, unfortunately he did not have the key to the office, so we're just going to go up here. And we're just going to wait for this guy to get past. We're not going to shoot him.
Mr. Rubio's personal bodyguards, they know their soldiers and they will know you are not one of them, no matter what uniform you are wearing.
They are absolutely rubbish. Alright, so grab whatever's in the safe. Thank you. That one guy I just shot, if he has the keys, then you can go straight into the cellar or the basement. But here comes the hacking. Easy done. Oh, another criteria for the elite is no hacks failed. So there we go. God, those guys are rubbish.
Extra guards just arrived. Be careful.
More comedy.
Perfect. We are out of the compound, and judging by their radio chatter, they have no idea they've been hit. Now get off that island.
Okay.
Coordinates for your extraction point at the airstrip should be with you now.
Okay.
It's full of attack boats. You will need to be careful.
Make sure you got your rebreathers on and just swim away, same as usual. So yeah, it's as simple as that now. If you need it quick,
Sounds of it. Mr. Rubio is getting back in his helicopter. Watch out.
shut up, Pavel. Yeah, so if you want a quick elite, big quick way of making money, $1 million every time, use these methods. Very simple. Practice makes perfect. You can use the new route that people are using around the back, that you're going over the top, which is the same entrance, same guard, just a different approach. So after all that, I just pop 2 people. I'm happy with that. I'm not going to skip the cutscene because sometimes it doesn't work and it kind of freezes out. So how much did I get? I'm hoping over $1 million with the elite. Okay, potential, actual 103, 100%, 10, not bad. 0 hacks failed, 4 loot bags, and I wasn't discovered. 108, 108 rather. So there you go, happy with that. So there you go, my very quick guide. So very quick, God knows how long this has been going on for. Yeah. So if you need it quick, always disguise, always truck, always that compound entry and that compound exit. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Bye bye.